live. Are you ready to be alive, JT? Are you ready? Are we good? I think we're good. I think we're solid. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, JT? Yes, no, maybe so. Can you hear me? Yeah. I think we're good. All right. What's up, everybody? It's Sam. I am here with JT, and we are going to talk about the top 5 tools you need for wedding videography, to shoot weddings, to film weddings. JT has been filming weddings for a couple years, and he is a beast. And and yeah. So we are gonna just dive right in. Let me just make sure. Raj Giri is here. Oh, that's Appetizer Gamer. He's here with us. He hangs out with me and during my live trainings all the time. He's loyal. He's good. Yeah, we need to know this. This is very important. Hold on. Let me make sure my volume is set, and then I'm gonna switch it over. Alright, let's switch this over, and then, are we loud enough? Let me just up the desktop. We want to make sure that we can hear you on the live stream. I'm pretty sure we can, but I just want to boost that volume a little more. Okay. Yeah? Am I screaming? Okay. How you doing, man? I'm sure that happens a lot when you're shooting weddings. Mm-hmm. Sweat stains for days. Dang. And that would be, that shirt, the dry fit would be like tool number 6, because that's not a part of our list. Nice. Okay. All right. Well then, why don't you just talk about your background with, like, shooting weddings and everything, where you're coming from, and JT Healy Media too. Sweet. That's sick. That's awesome. So, like, how many weddings have you done? uh, were you actually there, or did you, like, screen record their, like, Zoom wedding? Yeah. Hmm. Wow. Nice. It's like pretty simple and straightforward, and they can still get it done, which is nice. And you're setting everything up, so still get those thrills. Hmm. That's really, yeah. I mean, like that's why I wanted you to talk about the top tools because like I know you love it, and so if you love it, you want to learn more about it and everything. So no doubt, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Do you? Oh, I was just gonna ask. Like, do the batteries like get destroyed in the heat sometimes if you film in like Arizona or Mexico? Gotcha. Okay. Do you have like a recommended brand? Do you have like a go-to? I could look at here. I could like go on Amazon and look it up and like show it on the screen. Do you know what it's called? It doesn't matter, is what you're saying. Right. Okay. 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 Do you know how much like amp ampage milliamps millihertz? Okay. 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 And they just have like USB ports in them, right? Hmm. Uh, okay. Okay, cool. Let's just make sure we can't hear him. Oh, no way. Hold on. Apparently they can't hear you. This is a problem, JT. Here. It's fine. Here, let me see if I can fix it real quick. I should be able to. If I just take off my headphones. Can you hear me, JT?
Yep.
Okay, how about now?
Yep.
Okay, this should work. I have it coming out of my speakers. Here we go. All right. I hope we can hear you now. That'll be an issue if not, but that's okay. We're moving forward. We just talked about portable batteries, and the ones with the USB ports in them could be about $80, and you'll get like a bunch of USB ports in them, and it's probably over 26,000 amps, something around that range. And yeah, just to catch everyone up, just because you haven't been able to hear JT, but now we're good. Thank you, appetizer. Appreciate your feedback. That was my bad, but we're good now.
Yeah, it was your bad. I had some really funny stuff I was saying.
You did.
Not really. No, but like to go off what you said, Sam, just to sum it up, literally in like 4 sentences. So I put together a list, top 5. The reason why I put this list together is because whenever I was doing wedding videos way back when, I like realized that these are the things I need to make sure that I do the job to the best of my abilities, right? So behind each and every single one of these is a little bit of a story as to sometimes it's an epic fail, sometimes it's not, of a reason why I even have this. So the first one was the portable charger. Reason being, I was recording and through a ceremony, it was just going through batteries like it was nobody's business. And it was really early on. It was probably like the first wedding video I did. So you don't think about the fact that you're having a camera on for like, I think it was a Catholic wedding too. If you're not familiar, they're typically longer. So I had one camera that was just feeding that whole wedding ceremony. It was about an hour long, and it was just burning through batteries. Dang. So whenever I got to the wedding reception, I was looking for like, where am I gonna plug into here? Like, this is actually a problem. The only plug available to me was behind the food. So if you can imagine me plugging this charger, right, that's recording some of my my GH5 batteries into an outlet, running a cord from there, hoping no one trips and falls and just eats it, right? It was just not a good look. Yeah. So after that experience, I invested in one portable charger, and then honestly, and I was telling Sam this too, right before you guys couldn't hear me.
We couldn't hear you.
I take like freebies from like conferences or things like that, or like little something. You'll see like you get a lot of handouts and things like that of just like the portable chargers. They're a little bit cheaper. They don't last as long, but they're still effective. Like, you don't need anything fancy.
Okay, cool. Sweet. Let's what about the next tool? Let's move on.
Was that better the second time, by the way? I feel like it was more rehearsed.
Yeah, no, it was great. I think you had so many good points, good bullet points that you're just rolling through that like you also added a few. It was amazing.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, that wasn't 4 sentences. I never big talk guy. The next thing, number 2, would be a portable light. So as you can see right now, my setup is actually a great example for why you need a portable light. So when you're at a wedding, you see this background right here is very, very bright, mostly because the sun is directly behind me. I'm underneath a tree, and all this is exposed to the light. So whenever you're at a ceremony, you want to manipulate the light with portable lights that you can just bring. So what I typically do is I'll have my assistant, which is often my girlfriend, Savannah. She'll simply just hold a light up, right? Like let's say if we're filming me right now, like right about here, right? And then that light will project a better image of me to you so that you're able to see it.
Even if
So
the background is blown out, like you're lit up with it, so it's easier to see you. Whereas in your current situation, you're just a little dark. We can still see you, but like you could be better if there was a light shining on you.
Right. And if I wasn't in my backyard and there might be dog poop to this side and to that side, or else I would. I don't want you seeing my dog poop, so that's why we're here right now. You know. The second reason is whenever you walk into, let's say the bride or the groom's getting ready, I've been having this. It's not an issue, but I've been having it come up a lot where the lighting in the room is a very yellow light, right? So if you're in a hotel room, for the most part, that's typically where I filmed those initial couple scenes. That lighting is yellow, and it's very harsh, and it doesn't. Whenever you take that lighting in comparison to, let's say, later on in let's say the wedding ceremony or even the reception,
like outside,
that lighting is typically white, right? So there's that, and you can tell it's very, very awkward. Story as to why I think a portable light is important. We were in it was a staging area. Everyone was getting ready, and they were doing some things like final touches, like some makeup things and things like that to the bride. And all around me were these yellow lights, and yellow lights and makeup. If you get it at a bad angle, it doesn't look right. It doesn't look natural at all, and it actually, unfortunately, looks kind of worse for that individual that's getting ready for whatever reason. So I was like, oh crap! Like, we're gonna have to manipulate this as much as possible. So we had to use like a window, and it's a big long thing. It created more of an issue because it took time out of something else that we could be doing, just because I didn't have a portable light with me.
Yeah, it's always unfortunate, like if you're filming a shoot, especially a wedding, where like you accidentally kind of get in the way with how the process of the wedding should be going for the bride. Like you want the bride to experience her wedding, not experience her videographer filming her wedding.
Right. And I'm a huge fan of not like staging things. Like obviously you're going to stage certain things, and whenever you communicate with the photographer, like you're going to go back and forth with things that you want to have, right? And we're actually going to touch that in the next point here. But what you're going to see is whenever you have more control over your environment, your lighting, things like that, it just makes for an overall better video. And actually, Sam, the lighting, I think you actually recommended it to me, the portable lights that I use.
The guys with like you can interchange the filters. I think I have one. Let's see.
You also have a banjo behind you, which I didn't know you were a big banjo guy.
It is a ukulele, sir.
And then are you humble bragging your graduation sash there? Is that like a humble brag?
That's Jen's.
Okay, all right.
She just graduated from USC, so she's got that. But yeah, this is the light, right? It's got a little filter, and this is like a clear filter for like white light. So you can there's a little dial on the side. You can just flip it on. And
that's the one I'm most commonly used too, is the white light.
Yeah. So do you use this
just
inside?
It's like a personal preference.
Okay. Do you use this inside for like even when there's yellow light? Oh, we got some internet stuff. JT, you still there?
I'm losing connection on you pretty bad.
I can still hear you a little. It's glitching a little. JT, you there? JT, come back! I need you. Oh, I can hear you a little bit. You're a little fuzzy. I'm losing you. No, he's fading into the trees. His face is fading into the trees. What is this? Oh my gosh. Oh no, JT. It's hard to hear you, and also you're like, it's like you're digitally being taken over. Oh wait, you're coming back. No, you're still glitchy. Oh my gosh. This is fantastic. Okay. JT, it seems as if you are very grainy. You want to try leaving and coming back? I don't know if you can hear me. Oh gosh, it's freezing up. JT, JT, what's happening? Oh, it's working. He's coming back. He just pinned me until he's good. All right. Well, obviously we've had some technical difficulties today, and this is the first time we tried doing this. It should be like I didn't have the audio set up. I'm so surprised you guys couldn't hear him. I think it was because the audio was probably coming through my headphones. But I'll have to test that again next time. But we need JT back. He's got all the information. He's got all the help. Where's he at? Oh. Uh-oh. He's gone. Okay. Well, yeah, so this is what we were talking about. He also said portable batteries. I do have a portable battery that I would recommend. It is in my bag. Here we are. So here's a portable battery that I would recommend using. It's got some USB ports. This one's also kind of nice, just like in general, because it's got like a little flashlight on it. So if I just hold this button, it's got a nice little light. But I got this a while ago. I'm pretty sure it's like 20,000 milliamps, and it was I think it was around like 40 or 50 bucks. And I got it as a gift. Oh, JT's back. Where's he at? Oh, that's not JT. This is Ernest. You do not know Ernest. Here to share some wedding stuff. Ernest, you there? I do not see you, sir. You're connecting. You might be able to see me. But it seems as if your video is a bunch of bars. But yeah, I was expecting JT, but I don't know where he is. He's currently not in here. Running a little low on time. Definitely gonna have to condense this video and fix it. To edit it down to make it so that the information is nice and packed. But I do have his list, and we can keep moving forward. And I believe that the next thing he was going to talk about, because he was trying to make a segue. Oh, there he is. JT. Where is JT? There he is. What's up, man? Can you hear me?
Yes.
We got Ernest in here too. He just joined. I thought he was you for a second, but he's in here. I can't hear him. Ernest, if you have any comments, you can just type it in the chat. But also you have bars as your picture, but it's fine. But yeah,
this has been epic already. Oh my goodness, we went from outside, inside, no headphones,
dude,
no audio.
You want me to
I think we've covered everything.
I got you. Let me.
Yeah, hold on.
You got a tripod set up so you can put your light. There you go.
No, I just wanted to make sure you were still.
Ooh. Yeah, we're still rolling. Let's see. Yeah, we got Ernest in here. I wish Ernest would let me know what's up. Hope you're doing well, man. So yeah, we were just gonna segue back into or segue to the next one, which is Asana, right?
Hold on. I'm like, of course, none of my tripods are right here. All right, is this okay if I like keep it like this? Is this not?
Yeah, I mean it's fine because
okay.
I don't expect you to have something set up for for this situation.
That'd be pretty epic if I had like multiple setups, just like I can just walk into a room and like I have everything perfectly set up. That'd be so awesome.
That would be sick.
Yeah. Perfect. So I know we were talking about we hit the portable charger, portable lights.
Yes.
The last thing. Well, not the last thing. Sorry, I got excited. The third thing that I have here on my list of 5 is Asana, and I know, Sam, that this is something that you use for. Geez, everything that you do. I mean, you're you're an Asana savant, so to speak. Like literally you have things color coded and all that kind of stuff. For those of you not familiar, Asana is a task prioritizing and also completion software. So what I do is I download the Asana app, and within the Asana app, I'll have my entire film day planned out. So this is everything. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I am. Okay. I'm currently pulling up Asana just for a visual cue.
Got it. So I literally use it to plan out my entire wedding film day, right? So this starts with everything from the very first thing that I record, typically people getting ready, to the ceremony, to the after the ceremony, to some type of exit, right? And while I use this as a guide, I don't sit there and like try to get every task, because as I mentioned before, not everything that you want to get or that you envision getting is going to happen the way that you want it to happen and in the order that you want it to happen. So this allows me to stay organized. I'll have everything broken up, and the individual after each individual shot that I get, just to know that I have it so that I don't try to reshoot the same thing, I'll cross it off, right? And then move on to the next one.
Are you using like the Asana mobile app when you're on a shoot?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. So like obviously before each wedding that I have, I'll talk to the bride and groom, figure out their backstory, figure out and just have a conversation with how they met. What makes them different than the other weddings that I've done? What stands out? So such things that I can think of off the top of my head, like I've had high school sweethearts, I've had a couple that have children together, right? I've had couples that are big sports fanatics or that are really high energy, and I've also had very laid back. So you want to make something that's tailored specifically to them. That's why being organized before you get there through Asana is actually going to definitely help you and make your job a lot easier. Because the last thing you want to do is try to think about each and every single thing that you need to get. If you have things dumbed down for yourself, it's going to make it a lot easier.
Right. Gotcha. Yeah, just knowing like a guide going in and just having the expectations like set is not so that you know what to expect. It's so that you know what to cover and then move from there and accept everything that happens in whatever order it happens. So it's really just having in the back of your mind that you're like, okay, good. I have my my foundation. I can rely on this and know that this is what I need. And it's all detailed in Asana. And then if whatever happens outside of that, you can adapt to, because you always have a fallback.
Yeah. I mean, expect the unexpected, expect things not to go the way that you planned it, because no wedding is ever on time. No wedding goes in the order that you want it to. There are things that are going to happen that you're just going to be like, what? That's not like, even if you would go to, let's say, the rehearsal, right? So your perfect example, this happened to me is, during the rehearsal in a church, I was just trying to see where I was going to shoot from, where I was going to film from that day, get a feel for different things that I might want to shoot to highlight the actual church itself. Well, there was nobody there. There was no audience members. There was no chaos and being rushed of the day. So whenever it came to actually film the actual ceremony itself, all of that stuff that I planned for kind of went out the window, because you had people sitting in various spots that weren't there before. Whenever you thought you had a clear line of shot, you had situations where you thought this was going to happen at this minute. It actually happened a little bit later because, let's say like a speaker went a little bit too long or went longer than you thought. So you want to have Asana as a source to roughly structure and plan, but you don't want to hold it like, if I don't have this shot and I don't check this off, we can't move on.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's about capturing the moment and getting the reactions. And
that's right.
Even if something messes up, like it could be humorous and you can add it into the video. Like, not that's like the wedding got screwed up, but just someone slips, and it might add some fun if the audience, was dead the whole time. If, whether there's an audience or not. But yeah, just making sure that the number one focus is like capturing, what's going on rather than just only following your list, right?
Right. Because, situation like this, like we didn't I wasn't planning on filming in this room with my weird glow behind me, and this light here, and then this light, and then having nothing here. So, you just kind of roll with the punches. So number 4 is going to be a recorder. So what I mean by this, and this kind of can get very different ways of doing this. So you already have your microphone on your camera, assumptively, right? For those that maybe can't afford a microphone on the camera, it's understandable. But you want to have a separate recorder to pick up just random ambience audio. So such things as a Zoom 1 recorder, which is very base level. It's actually, Sam, what you told me to buy way back then. Or something more advanced like the Zoom. I think I have the Zoom H5 or something now. I don't know.
Okay, I have another one. I think I have an Avister, and it works the same. It's like the same recorder.
I mean, mine are better. Yeah, sure. And the reason why you would want a recorder is to pick up the ambient sounds that may be happening. So such things as, let's say like a,
It's not a Zoom, but it's the same idea. It's got a little recorder up here, and then you can also plug it into like the ports. No, it's kind of, there we go. You can plug it in there, and that's where you can put a microphone.
If this wasn't balancing on a couch right now, I would totally grab that. But I'm afraid if I blink, this thing's gonna fall. So we're just gonna keep it rolling.
Okay.
With the recorder, ambient sounds. Also, it's good to have backup audio. I know, Sam, you're a big fan of backup audio. So have backup to your backup of your backup.
Yeah.
Right? So you're already gonna have, presumptively again, the bride and groom, or the officiant and the groom, or the officiant and the bride mic'd up. Right? So you're going to pick up all those sounds. What I'm talking about is just to have that, oh crap, what if I didn't hit record, or what if the battery ran out, or all the various things that can have and maybe will happen to you, just making sure that you have that base level. So having that recorder on hand is totally worth it, because you want to have peace of mind. Again, this kind of speaks to the first 2 things, the peace of mind of 3 things. Peace of mind is like your day's not going to go the way you planned it. So having another background to help you out definitely will do good.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's totally ideal. Everyone needs their backup sound.
For sure. Is that a real plant too, by the way? Sorry. Is it
what? Right there?
Yeah.
Also there? No, they're not real.
See, these are like the things people are going to want to know. If you're going to film from that spot, you got to give them the whole background story.
I know, I'm sorry. It's too tall. I don't even, it's hard to water, even if it wasn't.
Right. Like, I didn't take this picture. That's my last name. And then I was going to make this actually background be my logo, but I wasn't, the whole.
It's okay. I got you. I got your website and your wedding videos up right here. I'm showing your website. There's your logo. Cool. We got it.
Yeah, the logo that we're going to be retooling too. Fun.
Correct. Yeah.
Stay tuned.
It's still in progress.
All right. So the very last item, and this is something that this is probably the most important out of everything, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Extra batteries. So I use Amazon basic batteries for probably 85% of the things that I have, whether that be mics, whether that be those recorders that I have that will plug people in. I just use them constantly, so having a good stockpile of them is definitely going to be helpful for you, because even if you charge everything to the max, you're probably going to have to change them out at some point, right?
And also everything has different batteries too.
Yeah. And what's really great about Amazon is the Amazon Basics. They have the rechargeable batteries, so I use all the rechargeable batteries, and it comes with a plug-in that you can recharge as well. So that's super helpful. The other thing off of the AA and AAA batteries is just extra camera batteries itself. So I know my GH5 batteries, I'll probably go through 5 to 6 of them in a wedding, and that's through 3 different cameras.
And every time you take one out, I assume you put it on the charger, right?
Right, exactly. Yep. So typically I'll have at least 2 on me. They'll both be usually they're both in my left pocket. That way I can, that's like, these ones are charged in my left pocket. And then if I'm like on the go, like if I'm shooting something that's like right there, I always, try to take out the old one and put it back in. The biggest thing, though, and this is something that's very, very important with batteries, and it's not really related to what we're talking about here, but I always put in a new battery for a new event, so to speak, in the wedding. So let's say we're doing the ceremony, it's the start of the ceremony, brand new batteries. Reception, brand new batteries. First dance, brand new batteries. The reason why that's important is because you don't want your batteries to just completely go off, and then you're recording something, you're like, oh, I just lost that. Like,
yeah, and then you have to like go back to your charger, get another battery. Like you lose those moments.
Yeah. So having those extra batteries on hand, huge. Kind of a bonus side. A bonus item too would be extra SD cards. It's very hard for me to fill up an SD card with a wedding, like very hard. And the reason why is I typically film everything in 4K, which would probably take up like a good amount. But I have the highest SD cards right now possible. Do you remember the exact? It was like a SanDisk one.
It would be, I assume you have 128 gigabytes, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. So it would be like a SanDisk. I think I can pull this up too. I can, maybe not. Let me just.
Yeah. So to talk a little bit about this, I will go through maybe 2 SD cards, and what's really nice about the GH5 that I have is it has 2 slots. So I understand that not every camera has multiple slots. So you always want to have at least one on hand, because you never know what's going to happen, whether it be all of a sudden the card can't read or something crazy happens. I've literally had everything possible happen to me. You always want to have this extra on hand. So I'm not suggesting obviously wear a fanny pack or anything.
Hey, they're useful. I mean, you and I both know McKenna. She uses a fanny pack every shoot, and it's amazing.
It's a tough look.
She doesn't have pockets though, so she has to rock it.
I would rather wear like a sleeve or something. Just kind of I definitely like have your pockets filled with those things though, because you don't want to keep running back to your bag, back to the person, whatever. And if you use an assistant or have somebody else that films with you, make sure that they have all those stuff too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, cool, man. That's 5.
Wow, that was quick.
Yeah, that's 5 with an honorable mention of the dry fit, the shirt. Make sure you don't sweat.
Yeah. Yes. And make sure that you have everything set up as much as possible so you don't run into the situation that we have where I have a yellow light behind me and I hate yellow lights. See, like this is probably too obnoxious. Hold on. See, great example of a portable light, right? So, whoops, portable light, right? So I'm manipulating my environment right now by having this. So it's really too bright.
And getting blinded.
Yeah. I'm like, what? So you can see, like, having this here, that enhances the image by a lot.
The image is definitely
no. Yes. No. Yes. Right. So this would be a scenario that you would run into though at a wedding, right? Because I have a yellow light behind me. Let's say they're doing their makeup. There's a window to my right, which you can kind of see right here, right? Right here. But they're doing the makeup for whatever reason, not by the window, right? You might make the suggestion to do that, but let's say they have everything set up and all of their different materials they have already set up and ready to go. They're not going to want to just stop everything and like move to the right. So this is where this light will come in. You have somebody hold it up like this. Obviously, you see the shadow behind me, so it'd be more like this right there. And then that way you can get your shot and it looks nice. And remember, the focal point is the actual person itself.
Yeah, it's crazy how much lighting has an effect on like the overall look of your shot. Like some people,
I really should have just held this up like this the whole time. That would
have. It looks good. I mean, you did it. Like you're well lit. Done deal.
It is lit in Arizona.
All right, well, that was great. All the tools we went over, that's like they're incredibly important, not only for wedding videography, but also for event shoots. As I know you do as well. You do events all over Arizona and wherever you can. And I'm sure you're using the same exact strategies. But for weddings, like it's so important because there's so much emotion involved in weddings. So you just always want to make sure you're prioritizing capturing the emotion. And the best way to do that is to have enough memory at all times, have enough battery power at all times, and like everything is just well lit when it needs to be, especially indoors. And being as
dumb it
prepared
down
as
for yourself, right? Like don't try to make this harder on yourself than it already is. My goodness.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I would love to do like more videos on wedding videography, more live trainings like this. I think it's a great idea, especially when I can get my specs right, where I can get the audio sounding correctly, and then we can have like consistent internet. It's hard. Quarantine has those issues.
I can get things set up too, and like
yeah, and you can like
I honestly, you know what it was? I think it was the heat, because I'm in Arizona. The heat was like hitting the laptop, and the laptop was just overheating. I think that's really what it was.
Yeah, Wi-Fi cards can overheat for sure too, and they can just like flip out. It looked crazy. You were like fading into like the trees, like your pixels were exploding. It was weird.
You definitely should have screenshotted that. That could have been a great piece of art to have on your wall.
I'll definitely pull it out of this video. we'll put you on blast. How about that?
Can't wait. So excited.
But yeah, thanks, JT. Just gonna end this live session. This is really good. I'll probably have to edit out some of the parts where the content wasn't there, but this was great, and I look forward to.
What do you mean the content wasn't there? What are you trying to say, Sam?
You disappeared, man. You left me.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, definitely. And if you have any questions like about weddings specifically, it's just jt@jthealy.com. Not because I'm ego driven, but because I didn't want to put info or anything, so I just put my name.
Oh yeah, no, JT. Like everyone needs to know where to get your services. You got your Instagram, your Facebook. You just created a LinkedIn for your media page.
Yeah. So uploading LinkedIn on the daily. It's crazy. I'm sure you're the same way, where you go through your hard drive and you're like, wow, there's a lot in here. So.
Yeah, I got my 2 terabyte hard drive that's almost full, and it's got
nice humble brag, by the way, 2 terabytes. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you got plenty of space too, man. Come on, it's 2020.
Yeah, very true. Keep everything backed up online.
Yep.
Bonus tip.
Yep.
Cool.
All right, man. Well, thanks for the call. You don't have to go, but I'm at least going to end the live. So I appreciate you guys joining in today. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. And the next one we have JT again, and you'll be able to hear him from the get-go. So, yeah, we'll see you guys later.
Go Steelers.
No, forget the Steelers. Oh, man. Oh, here we go.